Hello friends and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Mandy and I like to talk about makeup, nail polish, and things happening in my real life, like journaling. Today I have my update for the Throwback 30 project in collaboration with the Pantastic Ladies Collab group, so stay tuned. Alright, this is Throwback 30. It is a project created by Jessica Lee as part of the Pantastic Ladies Collab group. It takes 30 of the projects that have been created and done within the Pantastic Ladies Facebook group and compiles them all so that we have a chance to do them, because that's a lot of projects, and get to pick one prompt from each project to work on. So let's start going over the things I was working on and what I'll be bringing in. First thing I was working on was for 50 Shades of Green, and that is a project about using green products. Excuse me. And I brought in my Alba Botanicals Very Emollient Shave Cream in Coconut and Lime. I've been working on this forever. I did not mark it, but I've only used it once. My goal, since the last update, my goal is to use it 10 times, and so far I've used it 3 in total. We were here, so we're working on it. I'm sure there wasn't much change because, like I said, I've only used it once since the last update, and 3 times in this project so far, so gonna keep working on this. I have 7 more uses to go. That'll get more use in spring, summertime. By the way, this project starts July 28th and goes until July 28th. The next prompt I was working on is for 50 Shades of Purple, and for that I brought in an eyeliner from LA Girl. It is their Shockwave Metallic Eyeliner in the shade Sequins. This has shrunk significantly since my last update because I went to use it today, surprisingly, because I'm wearing like a gold bronze copper look, but I figured I'd use this anyway, and it kept breaking. I was sharpening it and it kept breaking, so we lost quite a bit. I didn't measure it, but I know that I lost quite a bit. The pencil on the inside, the colored part, kept breaking, so finally got it done. My goal for this product is 15 uses, and so far today was use number 3, so I need to get cracking on it. But yeah, I saw somebody the other day that had like a brownie look, and they had like blue liner, and I thought that looked cool, so I figured my coppery gold look with purple liner, why not? Nobody can really tell because it's just along my upper lash line, and you know, you're not that close to tell, so it works. The next product I had in is for Beauty A to Z, and for that I randomly selected the letter N and went through my palettes and brought out an eyeshadow from Winky Lux. This is their Latte Kitten palette, and in here they have the shade Nutmeg right here. My goal was to use Nutmeg 5 times, and I did do that. So this is a goal met and rolling out of this project. The next product I brought in was for Budget Beauty, and that is any item that is budget friendly. For that I brought in Essence Fix and Last 18-hour Sedate Fixing Spray. My goal was to finish this. As of the last update, I had used it 23 times, and over the last month I've used it 13 more, bringing me to 36 uses, and it is finally finished. I brought this in because I thought it was almost empty, and yeah, so 36 more uses, and it is finally empty. Yay! Another goal met this update. The next project is for Color Pan, and that is to bring in anything from ColourPop, Soul Beauty, or Fourth Ray Beauty. I, at the time, only had one product from ColourPop, and that is a lippy stick. And it is in the shade Cami. And here it is. My goal is to use it 20 times, and so far I've only used it once. I'll give you a swatch of it there. It is a beautiful pinky nude color. I am not wearing it today because I'm wearing other things. And then I will give you a swatch of Sequins, that purple liner. There we go. It is a purple metallic liner. So I've only used this once out of 20 uses, so I have 19 more uses to go. I will get to it. Next is drop 10 before summer, and to bring in a product that reminds you of summer. So I brought in my Pacifica Dream Moon Hair and Body Mist. My goal is to use this 20 times. I did not mark the packaging. I don't know if I can even shine a light through it to see through it, but it doesn't really matter. I used it 8 times, and I am enjoying this. It has patchouli, sandalwood, and pink rose. It is a lovely body and hair spray. So I will keep working on that. And it does remind me of summer because it's all summery colored and summery scented. The next prompt was for I Heart the 90s. And for that, I brought in the prompt, The Sixth Sense. And that is a product that surprised you. And that is my Bite Prismatic Multi-Stick. Is that what it's called? Prismatic Multi-Stick. Yes. In Peacock Pearl. I got too excited. I picked this up at TJ Maxx. It is a beautiful color. I am wearing it today, topped on top of my lipstick. That is a swatch of it there. Kind of a brownie base, but then it has this blue-green shimmer. I have it topped over a dark burgundy lip color, and it just adds a little bit of shine. It also is very emollient, more like a balmy formula. So I like using it as sort of a balm gloss type use. Anyway, my goal is to use it 20 times, and so far I've used it 5. Today was use number 5. So yay, we're working on it. The next prompt was for It's Panning Cats and Dogs, and I brought in the prompt Treats, something you purchased to treat yourself. And for that, I brought in a nail polish from Lemming Lacquers. It's this beautiful one here. I bought it to treat myself, and it is a thermal. It is called Transmutation. My goal is to use it 5 times, and so far I have used it twice. And I do have it on a swatch stick. That is what it looks like cold, and I'll see if I can warm it up really quick for you. To transition to a green. Yep, we're working on it. My hands aren't quite that warm. While we're waiting for that, we'll move on to the next prompt, which was Nightmare Before Christmas. And I picked something that reminds you of Halloween. So that product is something that reminds you of Halloween or something from Christmas. And I brought in, as I dropped my swatch stick, my Fright Night eyeliner in black. I originally brought this in to use it to the I believe in eyeliner there. And then I decided the formula is too old and dry for me to try struggling with it for that long. So I brought it in for 20 uses. As of the last update, I had used it 11, and over the last month, I have used it 9 more times, bringing me to 20 uses, and this is going to leave my collection. It is a pencil liner, and it still works. It is just quite dry, and I don't know if you can see how crumbly that is. It just does not go on smoothly, and it is a fight to use to have it show up, so I'm going to declutter this out of my collection. And there is the nail polish in the warm state. It's sort of a dark sagey green. This does not have top coat on it. I decided I wanted them just to be what they look like naturally. So yeah, it goes from a dark purple with the red shimmer to green, and now it's cooling back down to purple, which on the nail looks a little more burgundy because of the red shimmer. So anyway, the Fright Night liner, like I said, being decluttered from my collection, and that is another goal met. The next prompt I was working on was for Same Pan last year, and in that project I had the prompt April Showers, and that is something floral. April showers bring May flowers. Anyway, it is something floral or floral scented in some way. I brought in my makeup wipes from Walgreens. These are night calming makeup remover wipes with lavender in them, and they have lavender on the package. The last update, I had one left, and I used it. And I don't think I updated it in December, so that was since November. This has been empty, and it is another goal met. All right, moving on. We have the project That's Expensive. And for that, you would bring in something that is expensive. So I brought in a sample, or a deluxe size, of this Laneige Water Sleeping Mask EX. I picked this up at TJ Maxx or Marshall's. And my goal is to finish it, and I only work on this while I'm traveling, but I have made quite a big dent in it, as you can see there. So this will be done soon. As the last update, I used it 10 times, and over the last month, or since the last update, I've used it 15 more, bringing to 25 uses, and we'll probably have about 10 more uses left to go based on what's left in there. And then I was working on the prompt Tiny Pans, which is a previous Pantastic Ladies Pan That palette theme. And that is to work on a palette with the smallest pans. And for that, I brought in what I think has the smallest pans in my collection. It is this little 9-pan from I Heart Revolution in the Heartbreakers collection. And this is the shade Way Lucky. So it is green. My goal was to use it no pan left behind. And I did that. And I will give you a swatch of some of these shades. Because they're pretty greens. So there are 3 of the shades. They are this light one here, this dark one over here. I know, it's really hard. Really hard. Okay, so the light one there, the dark one there, and this one up here is the bright one on the bottom. So that was no pan left behind, and I have used all 9 shades in here at least once, so that is another goal met. And then, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goals met so far. And then the last project I was working on, also I met my goal on, is for the Zodiac Panner, and I brought in the Capricorn, because I am a Capricorn, and for that it is something dark brown or dark green or something in that earthy. So I brought in something very earthy, my nail polish from Sinful Colors, and this is in their Essentials line. This is Smoky Palo Santo, and my goal was to wear it twice, and I did, once as a pedicure, and then most recently on my nails with another polish, and this is it on the swatch wheel. It is a dark brown with a silver shimmer, and it does have a Palo Santo smell when you first put it on for maybe the first 24 hours, as long as you don't put a top coat on it. If you put a top coat on it, it doesn't smell. But it does smell for a little while. I enjoyed this shade, and I am glad I got a chance to try it. That is another goal met. So altogether, that is 6 goals met, and I'm bringing in 6 new prompts to work on. So what I'm bringing in, going back to the beginning, going to 50 Shades of Pink, I am bringing in this lip mask from Aceology. It is their overnight lip mask. I have been using this, and we are about down to here. It's hard to tell, there's an air bubble, but I marked it here. That's about where I can almost really bend it over at, maybe a little bit lower than that. But my goal is going to be to try to finish this. I don't know if that's possible, because I'm guessing there's still quite a bit of product in there, but I do use that at least once every night when I go to bed. Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and reapply. Sometimes I apply it earlier in the day and reapply as needed. But yeah, that has got pink on the package, and I'm going to try and finish that. The next product I'm bringing in is for the Child of the 80s project, and for that I brought in the prompt Uno, and that is something you have only one of in your collection, whether it is a brand, a color, a product. So I'm bringing in something I only have one of from this brand and one of this particular type of product, and that is from Morphe. It is the Luminous Setting Spray. I just picked this up at TJ Maxx for $8, so hopefully that's a good deal. And I've never tried this. I have nothing else in my collection from Morphe. It is not a brand I choose to support, but this was, I needed a setting spray because I knew my old one was getting low, and so I wanted to buy a backup. So I have this one, and I'm going to try this using it 20 times, and we'll see how far we get. I have a Sharpie here to mark it. I stop shaking it up. We are starting right there. The next prompt I'm bringing in is for the Happy Hour Project Pan, and all of these prompts were actually randomly selected for me, so just in case you want to know, I'm bringing in the prompt Another Round, something that you love so much you bought it again, or you bought one to give to a friend. I brought in something I bought again. This is my third one. This is the e.l.f. Skin Holy Hydration Makeup Melting Cleansing Balm. And I have just started using this one, so there's not a lot of use in it. And my goal is going to be to use it 20 times, because 20 seems to be my number today. So yeah, I love that. I tried it because I was trying all the different ones, enjoyed it. Then I bought 2 more. And this is my last one in my collection currently. So I'm going to have to, when that starts getting low, I'll have to buy some more. All right, next up on my list of things I'm bringing in is for Monochromatic Project Pan, or Monochromatic Year. I don't remember what it was called. Anyway, I selected February, and for that, the prompt is a glitter or shimmer of any color. So for that, find my products here. I am bringing in a shade. I missed a prompt. I'll go back to it in a second. A shade from my Sapphire for September from BH Cosmetics. Let's swatch on the other hand. I am bringing in this shimmer shade right here called Sporty. It is a lovely light silvery blue that I like to use as a topper. And my goal for that is going to be to use it 5 times. I don't do eyeshadows 20 uses, but 5 times. And then the prompt I forgot is for the Disney Princess project, and I randomly selected Snow White. And for Snow White, it is a medium blue or red, so I went with a medium blue, and I'm bringing in another shade from here. And I'm bringing in this shade here called Sympathetic. It is a medium blue matte. And there is a swatch of that. Those 2 shades together are quite lovely. So she put a little bit of that Sporty on top of it there. So pretty. It is so pretty. My goal for that is also 5 uses. And did I miss anything else? Doing this in a notebook, I lose track of things sometimes because I wrote the whole prompt list in order, and then I go back and select them as I need to. Okay, the next prompt I'm bringing in is for Paranormal Pantivity, and I think that's the last one I'm bringing in. Yes. And for that, I selected the prompt Exorcism, something you want to get out of your collection. So for that, I'm bringing in my blush from Pacifica. This is their Natural Minerals blush in the shade Wild Rose. This is in my whole collection project pan, but it's just to finish, and so I thought I'd bring it into this. There's nothing that says I can't. And my goal is going to be in this project to use it 20 times. I am wearing it today. Excuse me. I inhaled saliva. Alright, so that is everything for today's update. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please do so if you would like to. While you're here, just click on the subscribe button down below, and you can also, while you're there, click the notify button right next to it. And until my next video, take care of yourselves, stay true to you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!